Morning, people. Welcome to the easy stream. Let me get over here. Hopefully this is working. Good morning, good morning.
3G said sup
Pum
peeps.
pum pum pum
Andy
pum.
It's
Carson
already
said,
started.
just in case you
Pum
all didn't know,
pum
it's gonna be a
pum
great
pum
day.
pum.
Hell yeah. Well, good morning. What do we got going on today? All right, I'm hearing this. All right, everything's good. Okay, cool. Let me say hi to people. Andy Carson, good morning. Am I on the stream? Okay, we're here. Oh, puppy.
That's lovely, that is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scaly Granny, also known as Jenny Lynn. What's up? We got all the bells and whistles going this morning. Window Liquor number 5. What's up, man? Victor C. Good morning. Good morning. Daryl Smith, CPR-ish. Good morning. Good morning. Bruiser CB. What's going on, man? 310 Aquatics. Good morning. Dennis Christensen. Hello, hello. 3G.
CRPish
What's
Cheryl
up?
Smith said, good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
SWFL Aquatics said in Dayhouse.
In the house. Right on. Killer Kitty number 8. Good morning. Good morning. Dishimon. Good to see you, sir. Southwest Florida Aquatics. What's up? Didn't read your thing. You didn't put speak. You put had exclamation point good. Anyway, what do we got this morning? First of all, there's going to be a sweet, quick and easy stream because I got some family stuff I got to do. So we got an hour.
Window Liquor #5 said, what's up, Mr. Manifesto?
What's going on, man? We're going to do... Right,
Fisherman
so got an hour.
said, good morning, everyone.
I got to be out of here. I got to shower. I got to do all that good stuff. So we got to go. We got to get going. What we got this morning? We got a puppy. And we got a mixed.
Bionic Bigfoot said, all working.
We're going to remineralize. This is 20 gallons of remineralized water. I measured it this morning. So now I know that this is a 20-gallon container. The other one was 10. We're going to do 20 gallons. A flush. I already set up the siphon over there, if you can see it. So we'll do that. We'll do the water testing. We'll do the mops, spawning mops, and we'll see where we're at with time.
Fisherman64 said Jasmine is rushing us today.
I am. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you got to do the things you got to do. All right. Oh my God, my bones. Let's get into it because we're running low on time. We're already 6 minutes in. So let me do the water testing, and we'll set up this pump. Here, let's move this somewhere where you don't have to look at. You can look at fish. How about that? Let's look at fish. Bear with me, folks. Oh my God. There we go. That should be better. Get to look at fish. Let me get the vials. Let me get the lids. Get right into testing. And then we'll start the water. Siphon. We're displacing 20 gallons. Figured 10 gallons might not be enough per week. So I'm going to step it up a notch. Right? Right. What could go wrong? Oh my God. Other than that, nothing really much new in this fish room.
Victor C said liked.
Thanks, Victor. Appreciate that. Just hanging out. No news is good news, I guess. We are in now August. The summer tub's going.
Fisherman64 said you should have just called out sick today.
Wait, you don't want an hour of this? Not enough for you? It's all or nothing? Is that what you're saying? See how you are. See how you are. Put the lid on this one. This will be the calibration. should have called out sick. That's what you'd think, huh? Everything I do for you, man. This is how you treat me. Okay, start with the nitrates. Still have yet to get my scissors down here. There we go, there we go. Nitrates. I sell to local fish store, $5 each. What are you selling? Electric Blue Rams, nice.
Andy Carson said, I'm glad you're here, Jason.
Yeah, see, somebody appreciates me. Not that fishy man, ungrateful bastard. Alright. It's time for the nitrates. Let's turn this on. Calibrate. Calibrate. Taking Eduardo 15 rams today. Holy cow. That's cool. This is taking an awful long time to calibrate. What is going on here? Wow. Take a while, but it did. Great, here we go.
Window Liquor hash 5 said the sponge on the right needs a little help.
I'll check it out. I'm gonna start changing the water. I'll get into that. Slow flow, little air. Yeah, I see it. Those never clog air stones. Uh-oh. We found a twist tie. Little Lily and her twist ties. Loves those things. Lily, you need a new collar. I don't know where she got that twist tie, but she got it from somewhere. Nitrates are cooking. Press and hold. 7 minutes
John
there.
McKenzie said, good morning, weirdos.
Good morning, Mr. McKenzie. Thanks for joining us.
Geek Boy said middle finger emoji.
Good morning, Geek Boy.
Fisherman 64 said Lily has on her pink bow.
He does. Her ascot. He has another one. I think it was Mermaid Tails. We haven't put it on her yet. Slacking.
Said WFL Aquatics said, what is difference between Paramecium and Nymphozoria any?
Paramecium and Nymphozoria.
08 said better the twist tie than the airlines.
Yeah, you're telling me. She does both though, unfortunately. I don't exactly know. Isn't Paramecium like a type of I guess whatever. Are they animals? I don't know. I don't know. I think Paramecium is like the genus or the, what is the word, classification? Like the, I think? I'm not entirely sure. And then Nymphozoria would be a type of Paramecium. That would be my guess. But I really don't know.
Window Liquor hash 5 said she needs an airline collar. LOL.
Yeah. Don't tempt her. Send her to the gulag, man. Little kitty gulag. So yeah, that's what I think about the Paramecium. But I'm not entirely sure, so if anybody knows, chime in with that. That'd be great. Maybe they're just different types. Right. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. It's happened once before, me being wrong. Okay, we'll get that cooking, phosphates going. Now, while those are cooking, I can start this water change, I guess. And then I'll do the other one.
SWFL Aquatics said gonna start trying Infusoria and Paramecum to my ram fry till able to eat baby brine.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Vinegar eels are actually pretty easy too. I don't know how big, if that's too big. But from what I understand, once you get a vinegar eel colony, it's like hard to kill them. Especially unless you starve them to death. But you just put an apple slice in there like once a year. Good to go. Okay.
Fisherman64 said Jazrin wrong. No way, never.
No way, never. Exactly. Never wrong. Very rarely. Ask my wife.
WFL Aquatics said I thought I was wrong once but was mistaken. I got vinegar eels.
Boy, why is
Window
that grinding
Liquor
so
Hash
much?
5 said the pandas are looking good.
Oh, that pump is... Yeah, the pandas are doing good. Alright, we gotta shut that off real quick. There we go. That's what's grinding. Alright. We're flowing in, flowing out. This is chooching. Alright, if I remember correctly, we gotta do the phosphates, or the silicates. We need test A, B, and C. We're getting, I have refills upstairs for this. This is B, C. Anagars are doing good in there. Alright. So we gotta calibrate this by 6 drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swirl it and wait 4 minutes. Getting good at remembering this.
Fisherman64 said Jazrin is earth flat or round.
I was muted.
SWFL Aquatics said
it's
I
an
may be wrong,
oblate
but my
spheroid.
ramfry is so delicate I feel I pollute water with vintages, even thought use water to separate.
Well, have you ever done that the thing where you get like a bottle that has a long neck in it, right? At the bottom of the bottle, where the vinegar is, at the bottom of the neck, you put a cotton swab. Phosphates are 0.46. Gotta write that down. Oh, I forgot to test the 0.46. It's down a little bit. Gotta do the TDSs. TDS meter. Upstairs. We got a minute on it. Let me grab that while I talk. Yeah. So at the bottom of the neck of the thing where the vinegar is, you put a cotton swab. Push it all the way down. Then you fill it up with distilled water to the top of the neck, right? And then the vinegar eels will make their way through the cotton swab to the fresh water. And that's where you gather from, where the fresh water is. So you're not putting vinegar in the fish tank. At least that's the idea. Let's test this real quick. $371. So the TDSs are dropping. Sub puppy. 371. Actually, they went up a little bit last week. Check it all out. Let's see where this is at. 15 seconds. B. It's reading right now. Shit. 12.3 on the nitrates. That's actually pretty low. Dude, I gotta get another one. Test B kit. I screwed that all up. Realized I didn't shake it to the corner. Got powder everywhere. Test B. So 12.3 on the phosphate. Yeah, phosphate. Not phosphates. Nitrates. 12.3.
Geek Boy said I pour a little through a coffee filter, then rinse the coffee filter with distilled water to collect my vinegar eels.
That's not a bad idea either. There you go. And what that alert was just about. 4 minutes are almost up. Whoa! Flying around here, man. This is like a death trap. Okay. Phosphorus nitrates were 12.3.
Geek Boy said it's quicker and I don't lose the damn cotton ball down in the bottle.
Yeah, that's my problem. That's what I've done. Like that's why I don't know. My vinegar.
SWFL Aquatics said Els to Biger for first feeding. So use fry powder and now want to experiment with diff food, lose weight and many fry first few days.
Yeah. All right, let's add the calibration powder. Gotta do a minute. Then we calibrate. Eels are too big for the first feeding? Really? Okay. Different food, lose way too many fry first 2 days. Yeah. Oh, I can't blame you. I didn't realize vinegar eels were that big. I guess they are kind of a little chunkier. I guess those fry are real little, huh? Somebody said, I don't know how to story. This is what I've heard. I've never done this. You take a lettuce.
Alishan AS said,
Yeah.
Jason, if you
Boil
want
it
to
for a
check out
second.
a LFS Try Pets Plus in Quakertown, managed by Scott, who used to own Reef to Rift. My club visited yesterday. Tons of nice plecos.
Yeah, every once in a while I pop by there. But it's been a while actually. That's where I got Mr. G, my ghost knife. Yeah. All right, let's calibrate the silica.
Window Licker #5 said, did you have a chance to go to Buddy's place for the overflow box?
Not yet. I will see him in 2 weeks. Shit. Damn it, I just spilled that water. Well, hopefully there's enough left in there. I can already see the silicates are through the freaking roof. So.
Alishan AS said, the store is much improved from a few years ago.
That's cool. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I guess maybe it's under new management, or maybe the same people. Let's clean up all this. Let's get some paper. Peppers. Run, Lily. Alright, that's that. The rest of this is chooching. Clean this stuff off my fingers. Alright, gotta wait for that test and then... But I'm actually like pretty sure this is gonna be over. I could tell just when I added the powder in there, everything turns like almost like instantly like deep blue. Which is a sign the silicates are more than
Alicia
2.0.
said, same owners but managed by a guy who knows his stuff.
Oh, that's cool. That's the way to go, man. That is absolutely the way to go. I don't know, man. This Blackbeard. Look at the size of that Malaysian trumpet style right there. How much has changed there?
3G said
Oh.
old breeder trick clean sponge in bucket. Let the solids settle. Then skim surface water and feed to tiny fry everyone has a sponge.
That's a great idea, actually.
Andy Carson said, is it my imagination, or does that patch of plucked out BBA look more defined?
I was looking,
Maybe the Gara do prefer shorter BBA.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. I was trying to figure out, is that looking cleaner? Like it's thinning out? I don't know. Don't know. I'm gonna have to I'll mess with that airstone after we're done changing the water, because if I open that, then I'm gonna squirt water everywhere. The lid is holding the fill tube on.
Window Liquor Hash 5 said, so is this a family function? What's the family say about the easy stream?
Well, the wife lurks in the stream all the time. My family could care less. The rest of my family. They probably think I'm a weirdo. Well, I don't even know. I mean, I don't need to probably think that. I know they think that. But whatever. It's their fault. My dad's fault. I've told the story before, man. One of my first memories that I can remember is going to a fish store with my brother and my dad. And we got African dwarf frogs. And we had a 10-gallon fish tank in the
Said WFL
basement of
Aquatics
our,
said, I remember
wherever
that
we were
light when
living.
first put in. Clean no BBA Lowell.
Yeah. Look, man.
Geek Boy said, so your family's just like the rest of us.
Yes, exactly. I think I'm an oddball. Agreed. My kid knows I'm an oddball. That's no doubt. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, so I'm gonna start pumping that out. So we're doing 20 gallons now instead of 10. 10 was about, what, 15? So we're doing about like a 30% flush if you think about the numbers. 10% of 75 would be 7.5.
KJE Aquatics said, good morning, people.
So we're doing like a 25% water change. Good morning, KG. Keith. What's up, man? Log. I had Fishymon had to buy this log for me. Well, he had to make the purchase. I lowballed the guy a little too much. Do we have a number yet? Yeah, it's over 2.0. What I figured. Oh well. Hopefully someday we'll get below that. We clean all these test files out so we're ready for next week. Like I'm doing this flush instead of doing a straight up like taking water out and replacing the water because I don't want to change the parameters like too quickly. So that's why this is taking a little bit longer, I think.
Geek Boy said math this early on a Saturday. Screw that need crap.
And it's Sunday, dude. That's where that's close enough. All right. So
Fishyman 64 said that's a log. I thought it was a sleeping dog. Window Licker
It's Shaggy.
#5 said do a spotlight stream and have some of the family on as guests.
Oh my god,
That
no.
could be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun for us, but not for them. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's chug-a-luggin'. Alright, well that's working. I'm going to start doing the mops. This time is going quick here. Start with the Luminatus, which mop I grabbed. And I did charge up the battery on this thing, so we can swap this way real quick. Oh no, I'm on the cord. Go. See if we got any fry. Get your fry spotting eyes out.
Window Licker #5 said, does your bother still keep fish?
No.
WFL Aquatics said, why no BBA on plants?
I did, you know, I think it's because the Garas keep cleaning it. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, this is purple, so we got to go back to red. Pull out the red mop. Give it a good rinse. Whoa. Any last eggs a chance to hatch? Ooh! Tight corner there. No, I was the only one after the age of like 11 that kept fish. I had a fish tank in my bedroom. And then I met some kids in my middle school that also had fish tanks. And that's kind of what sparked it, man. And we just kind of started geeking out together. Started an aquarium club. That's where I discovered electricity and water don't work too well. Alright. Let's see. Eggs in his mop. I don't know what's going on with these Luminatus. Oh wait, is that an egg? Not, yeah, Luminatus. Really have a hard time getting them to breed for me. Let's see. Boom. Nothing. Stirred up a lot of water. Let's go up. Tangle on this. There we go. About as good as it's gonna get for now. I already see fry in there. Let me put this lid back on. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Take the red mop out. There is no, there is a red mop here. Give this a good rinse. Put it back in with the main colony. These are the Gertrudes. Gertrude. Oh. Yeah, put that in there. Boom, boom, boom. Grab this mop. Look for some eggs. Not seeing any. Well, let's see if we can see any more fry. I know I see those, at least two in here. I think there's three. There. There's two. Yeah, there's three. That's what there was last week. Three of them. Whoops. That's the pumps kicking on in case you hear that. Over here. These are the past guy, and there are no more mops in here because I've been putting them outside in the tub hoping to get more. So I will take this mop that's here and we'll look for eggs. Yeah, there's at least one egg. Although it looks pretty white. Might not be viable. I see that one, but that doesn't mean anything. Hopefully there's more. Alright, so that's we need the red mop for guys now. There's a red one that was dried out. That was in the tub outside. I'll put this in the tub when after I stream here. I've been trying to feed, I really gotta step up. I've been feeding baby Brian like every other day. But maybe if I stepped it up to every day, it would probably help a lot. But the problem is I gotta get another hatchery then. Alright. Let's grab the mop from the Luminatus tank. Luminatus. Oh my god. Luminatus are. Wait, Catas, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep calling them Luminatus. These are for Catas. Usually get a bunch of eggs in here, but maybe I'm just not feeding enough, I think. I kind of changed my feeding schedule. That's the problem. Oop, that's... Usually this mop is filled with eggs. Mm-hmm. Not today. Mop in here, yes. There's definitely some Furcata fry in there. I've seen them swimming in here.
Geek Boy said hatch more than you need for one day. Put what you don't feed in the fridge and start the next batch of BBL.
It's wouldn't be a bad idea. Or if I had two hatcheries, I could just hatch, then I'd be feeding every day. I just have to move some stuff around. It's actually not a bad idea. I might do that for the next stream.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics. Jeff Kane.
Mr. Kane.
Said hello, everyone been lurking.
Good morning, sir.
Did you get a chance to test the overflow?
No, I haven't, I'm gonna see that guy in 2
Window Licker
weeks.
Hash 5 said it's too cold. Did you get that cool night weather this week? How's the tub outside?
It did get a little chillier, like it was down in the 50s tonight, but the tub outside seems to be doing fine. Like takes a lot, like water, the air temp drops, it takes a long time for the water temp to catch up, so probably went down in the 60s at some point last night. I don't know, but I have seen fry in the tub. I don't know what. I mean, they were real little, and they're all basically blue eyes, except for the Celebies are kind of blue eyes too, but not the same. All right, what are we doing? Here is, speaking of Celebies, let's do that. That's the next one. There's already a ton of babies in here. Red mop is already out of here, so. Yep. Grab this wad of algae that's sitting on hair algae that's floating on the top here. Holy smokes. Oh, that is what I was going to say. I forgot about this. Like, last week I ordered Dustin's fish tanks. Ordered some plants. They came in. I ordered on Sunday. They shipped on Monday. They came in on Wednesday. It was brutally hot out on Wednesday. I actually took a shot at the temp in the bag. It was 103 degrees in the bag. They even put an ice pack in the bag too, for the box. They were like in an insulated bag. Here, I'll show you in a sec. I'm just trying to pull this hair algae out of the dubious. Lots of hair algae in this tank. I'm gonna have to about that. Probably where all the eggs are. And maybe it's almost throughout. Completely covered.
Fishyman64 said, if your nose was a doorpost, they would have built a house on it.
What? Trying to say I got a big nose? What it sounds like you're trying to say. Alright, let me get this hair algae off of me. Bum bum bum. Let's grab this mop. This is from my F1s.
Geek Boy said Jasrin's a pro at all the algaes.
You know it. I'm a consult. Will hire me to look at their fish tanks and tell me what kind of algae they got, and I'll tell them what the problem is. Though I won't be able to do anything about it. All right. Let's see if we can see. Well, no, we can see. Look at all them fry. Big. A whole other colony here. These are all, I guess, the F2s. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to put them in with the other F2s. Okay. Speaking of F2s, lid back on. Best as I can. Yeah. Sorry, little guys. Put that over there so I can put the powder in there and not get it on the mop. I use the fry powder. I have a colony of F2s that I've been...
Andy Carson said those fry look great.
Yeah, they're doing good. This F2 mop. These are all Celebes. This mop goes in the tub. Not seeing any eggs. So I'm guessing I'm just not feeding enough. My thoughts here are. I'll put that outside when I go outside. And that's that. Get back over here. Bum bum bum. All right.
Elaine
Definitely
said
great.
that
Good
Java
morning.
moss in there.
Yes. Yes, there is. Originally, that tank was set up to hatch. Like I have my Docker rice fish, and they were in a tank that had a ton of Java moss. So I took them out of the tank, I took the Java moss, and put it in this tank. It says hatch, and yes, a few of them did hatch out of there, so it worked. But I haven't taken the Java moss out since. And this moss in this tank up here, you can't even see it. Move that mop. This moss is looking good too. See that? I got that from Crypt Keeper at the Clash. He gave me like, here, have some moss. I'm like, sweet. So I threw it in that tank. I like that moss. It's kind of like dark green and fuzzy. I don't know. Probably should do. Ooh. Tripped. Too many cords. I also thought about revamping this whole fry system. Oh yeah. Let me show the plants from Dustin. They came in. It was 105 degrees. Very hot. I just threw them in his tank. So far so good. A lot of dead snails in here. Some rock wool stuck on the thing. It came in a box in this bag, and this bag was the plants and an ice pack. The ice pack was completely melted. That's how hot it was. So far, I don't think any problems. Let's see what the crypts look like. I mean, I'm sure they're going to melt a little. They looked, you know, I already see it melting here. Hopefully it wasn't, like, I literally got the box the moment the guy dropped it off, so it worked out. He knocked on the door, I picked up the box, took it out. So it's not like they sat on the steps for a while and baking. Get a bacon. I could get some. I'm a hungry bone. Let me wash my hands. Clean towel. Hands. All right. See how. Yeah, we're getting low. Move down to the lower portion here so that we make sure we're.
Andy Carson said, I hope Lily wasn't taste testing the airline to the sponge filter.
Oh yeah, I gotta fix that. I have a feeling it's probably just they never clog air stone that you have to adjust them every so often because they do clog. Yeah. All right, let's get in here. This is what I'm worried about. Just stick the whole thing in there for now. Oh! Problem solved. Cool. Probably do just the other one. The other one's doing okay. Yeah, the other one's alright. Not the greatest. But this is also not the main filtration either. There's a hang on the back on this tank. Jesus, man, I keep stepping on this cord. Trying to kill me. Alright.
Daniel Velez said, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Daniel. Thanks for joining us. I think we've got everything accomplished so far. We got 10 minutes left. For those who came in late, Scotty the Fishery, good morning. Anybody who came in late, just so you know, I gotta leave early today, so we're only doing an hour. We got about 10 minutes left, so that'll be just enough time to finish this, pack everything up, call it a day. Yeah, so we're doing about a 25% water change. Well, flush. We're flushing the tank. when we'll give those plants that are in quarantine probably another week or two. The crypts might take a little bit longer to bounce back, so. But overall, I was pretty impressed with how fast that Dustins came. They were packed well. I mean, obviously you can't control the weather, so they did have an ice pack in there to try and help mitigate. So I'm sure the first day in the in shipping it
Victor
was
C said,
good.
"Thanks for live streaming Depths Unknown."
Well, thanks for being here, Victor. Appreciate it. Wouldn't be much of a stream without you guys. Just me talking into the void, which I do all the time anyway, so. But at least now there's people here to enjoy it.
Window Liquor #5 said maybe do a test with a regular blue airstone compared to the Neverclog, price, and if it's cost effective to just replace blue airstone or adjust the Neverclog.
Well, I can tell you personally that a lot of these Neverclogs I've been using for years now. So, and they come with like those replacement parts. I've never used them. I just go in there and twist the little thing and kind of let more air out. So in that regards, I think it's probably already more cost effective for the Neverclogs because, you know, they pretty much last forever. I wouldn't say, well, I'm sure there was a lifespan on them. Yeah. And how much of those blue ones or whatever, the traditional airstones? I mean, you get a pack of like, what, 2 for like probably a couple bucks. And I know those.
3G said, I have Neverclogs that have never clogged in years.
Yeah. They don't, I mean, they just, the flow starts to get slow. So I'm guessing like probably mineral buildup because my water is kind of hard or whatever. Yeah, I would say you pay a little bit more up front for the Neverclogs, but I believe it's totally worth it. Like I said, I've never had them clog yet.
Geek Boy said, I've never replaced a Neverclog.
Yeah, me either.
Window Liquor #5 said blue airstone are pretty cheap, but how long do they last? Seems like a good test.
It wouldn't be a bad test. I mean, it'd be interesting. We could try it. I would, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it can't hurt. I'm trying to remember because I used to use, before I even knew about Everclogs, I used to use those like the ones that were like the lawns, like the bar. I think it was like 4 inches or something like that. And they would start out great, and then, you know, they would clog. And I don't know if they clog because of like particulates in the air being like pushed into it, and eventually, you know, like a sponge filter, it starts to fill up, or if it was the other way around, like stuff would, minerals would start to form in the, I don't know. Good question, man. We could try it. I actually have a bunch of airstones that I think from Patty's like collection here. Like the old airstones. Let me see. Oh yeah. We won't need to buy anything, man. I think we've got enough airstones here to test. Even got some Everclogs in here. Neverclog. See, this is the difference, man. You just twist these, and more air comes out. Here's a blue one. Bunch of them in here. Got these big round ones.
"3G said, in 2019 I bought the Neverclog that I have.
there you go. And it's never clogged. And that's been, what, 6 years now? Yeah, I'd say that was a good investment. If you think about it, if they last, whatever, 6 months, those traditional ones. Should drain. All right. And they cost, let's say, what, I don't know how much they cost, 50 cents a piece. I'm sure with inflation they've gone up. I don't even remember, it's been so long since I bought any. Yeah, we're almost done with this water change. Yeah, so 6 months, 50 cents a piece, $1 a year. That'd be whatever, six bucks over 6 years.
3G said I bought 20 of them.
Yeah, I have a pretty big stash of them. Like every tank has at least, most of my tanks have 2.
Window Liquor #5 said Corey brought back the weighted air stones. Green.
Nice.
They came from China and used to be a tricolour yellow-blue-green.
I remember this
I
tricolored
run
ones.
those in my UGF. If they clog, you can just twist and clean like...
Yep, those are the never clogs. All right, this is pretty much done. Let me unplug this. Get this back out of here. Yeah, I don't know if I still had where those multicolored ones were. They were pretty hideous looking, honestly, but they worked. And then once you swap to the other ones, the black and ones with the green felt, that's just the way to go. So yeah, my opinion on that is I think the never clogs are better, just because they really do need all they need is a little maintenance every once in a while. You know, like the flows start to get slow. Whoops. All right, that's that. Rinse this out real quick. So yeah. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long those traditional ones last. We'll set that up. I'm thinking adjusting my whole setup here. The fry.
Window Liquor #5 said the weighted ones work great in the UGF. But this seems like a winner. Jason, this test would be cool.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Let's, I think we're done with this. Cool. It's perfect time. Let's move you over here so I can move this out of the way. Drain as much water out of this as I can.
Andy Carson said, "Thanks for making time for us, Jason.
Well, thanks.
Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend."
I appreciate everyone hanging out, even though it was a quick and easy stream. we got stuff done. We got the important stuff done. That's that. Turn that off. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Everybody's happy in there. Oh, back. All right, what am I doing? Everything has been clean, put away. Cool. Jody P, thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, we're getting out early today. I have some family stuff to do. Otherwise, we usually go till about noon. We'll do it again next week. And hopefully I can be out early next week. Or, not out, I mean, on time. Same normal stream next week. Let's hope. We'll see. I do know in 2 weeks, I do have to leave early again because I have my niece's birthday thing to go to. So, there's that. And it's now 10 o'clock. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone hanging out for the quick and easy stream that we had today. Do it again next week. If you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to talk about, put it in the comments down below. I do read all that stuff. I do respond to all that stuff. Anything you want to show off, discuss behind the scenes, feel free to email me right there. And I will address it. Other than that, we'll hit the like if you haven't, please. Subscribe if you're not. And we'll do it again next week, guys. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.